Paul, quick two-parter. One, first of all, how do you feel physically? And then second, you talked at length, and your players have, about how to mitigate this, to do all the right things. But there were times it looked like during the game where the facial covering was below your nose, which they don't recommend. Do you look back now at some things where the team or you missed some opportunities to be tighter and with the way you handled things?
Yeah. First part of your question is, I physically feel good. Certainly disappointed, right, for the, for what's happened. And, throughout this whole, really kind of as we've gone about this, we were wanting the opportunity, and our players were wanting the opportunity to play. And then to not have that opportunity. And I know why, and I support, and understand why we're not. But, when you have a hand in it, you don't feel that's where there's a disappointment. As far as, are there things that personally or even team wise that, you go through it with everything, certainly it was before today. I was, what you're mentioning about the mask, and I kind of, gone through practice, and it was good. And then I didn't know if it was because of the daylight, and then it was fogging up. And so that was something I needed to get better at. Right. And was working on that, yesterday on the field. I had the shield and the mask, and, there are always things, it was also, I think, asked in kind of Barry's portion of this, what have we done? Were there things that we did differently? Or that, I think every day you're trying to look at, what is it that we can do to try to be doing this better, right? And to mitigate it. And certainly, this is, and I don't profess to be an expert on this, but this is one part of this virus that it gets you in a number of different ways. And if we don't know, like, did we have one super spreader? Did we, I don't know that, Jeff, right? But you're absolutely always going to look at how can we be better, and what do we need to do? And we changed stuff really at the start of, the end of last week. And, even when we went, I know it was brought up before, and kind of at the hotel, and we didn't have any team meals. We didn't, we had it available, and there was to-goes, and then you kind of had some spaced out seating. For some, it was 10 in a room, and big rooms. And so you try to do all you can. And it, do I know that something there caused it? I don't know ground zero or where it really started. And that's where you continue to try to, it's what we, right, the big thing is, and any of this is, what's our response? And the response is absolutely try to find every way that you can. One, how do we lower the curve, right? And that's what the 7-day pause is. And to not have as many, it was, we had a number of positives. And so first thing is to try to lower that. And then it's, as you go forward, what are the different things we can do to allow ourselves to give us a chance to play. And that's something that you do every day, I think.